Before we begin, this video contains spoilers for the new conclusion of Final Fantasy XV via Dawn of the Future, as well as the original ending. If you are sensitive to any spoilers for the book, which currently has no Western release date, you have been warned. Final Fantasy XV's original ending was quite tragic. Noctis, the main protagonist of the game, was forced to sacrifice himself to purge the world of the Star Scourge, and Ardyn, the unfortunate antagonist of the story, forced to playing the role of the bad guy, left with no other options. It was a bitter pill to swallow. So when Final Fantasy XV Dawn of the Future was announced to bring forth a brand new ending to the series, it was thought it would give the ultimate feeling of closure to longtime fans that simply couldn't find it within the main game. That feeling of closure is here, even if it's not quite in the form we were hoping for. Final Fantasy XV Dawn of the Future, the official novelization, is here. At least for Japan it is. And we now know how the so-called alternative grand finale was supposed to play out to end the troubling conflict of the world of Eos. Starting with episode Luna Freya, we first learn that Luna Freya, who was killed by Ardyn in the main game, is resurrected by Bahamut. She awakens to find herself with demon powers, making her similar to Ardyn. This was supposedly her episodic DLC, which would have given players a chance to play with Luna and her newfound demon powers. We're also given a new image of Luna Freya, which features how she was meant to look in her new episode. She wears a dark robe around herself and has a lance rather than the usual trident of the Oracle. On her arm, you can see where she's been infected with the Star Scourge. This Luna looks very different, but very enjoyable for me. It's very interesting to see her painted in this light. We've never seen her depicted like this before. Really makes me wonder how it would have been like to play as a Luna in this state. Then there's episode Noctis, where we learn the most about this new grand finale for Final Fantasy XV. Episode Noctis would offer an alternative ending, with the last fight being Bahamut, who is then revealed as the true villain of Final Fantasy XV. If you've seen my previous video titled Ardyn's Story Made Me Love Final Fantasy XV Again, episode Ardyn Deep Dive, then you may recall in that video I theorized that Bahamut's real goal was to get rid of humanity, starting with the line of Lucius, the only ones that could potentially stop him. It seems I was dead on with this. Ardyn, Luna, Noctis, and Aranea all team up and take on Bahamut together. It seems that in episode Noctis you would have been able to use the 4 characters as your party members, which would have made for one absolutely epic fight. After they defeat Bahamut, Luna will wake up again through the powers of Shiva. But since gods can just resurrect people, I don't understand why they couldn't revive King Regis, or Ravis, or Nyx, or anyone else, since it seems like gods can just do that, but okay. It was originally thought that Ardyn had absorbed so many demons that he had become immortal, though it seems his soul was binded to the crystal, and it killed him when Bahamut was defeated, allowing him to finally receive an end to his pain. Ardyn is given a proper funeral as the founder king of Lucis, instead of his brother Somnus, finally giving Ardyn Lucis Caelum his properly deserved title, allowing him to rest eternally as the founder king of Lucis, just as he honestly deserved. The book then leaves off with Noctis and Luna Freya being married and having a boy and girl that look exactly like them. Their names are left up to the imagination of the reader, and pretty much everyone lives happily ever after. When former director Hajime Tabata said that Dawn of the Future was going to have a very happy ending, I could see that he was quite serious, undoing almost all of the tragedy involved in the game and letting Noctis and Luna live happily ever after. Honestly, it's a bit too much sunshine for my taste, though when taking a step back, this is a good way to bring closure to Final Fantasy XV fans, allowing them to finally be at peace with the game's story. It feels weird that this is the end of Final Fantasy XV though. It's been such a long winding road for the game, a game that's almost existed in some form for almost half my life now. And while bringing it to a close is a strange and sobering feeling, it's also a necessary one. It's like coming to an end of a very long journey, one that at times it seemed like it would never end. Through its ups and its downs, I can walk away and say I enjoyed the ride. I just hope that the next ride is a little less bumpy though. Despite everything not concluding in the particular form that we wanted to, now knowing the ending of Dawn of the Future, I can lay the world of Eos to rest. And until then, we can look forward to the horizon and embrace what's coming next. And with that, Ultima Weapons, I want to know, does this bring you the closure to the world of Eos that you needed? Still disappointed that the DLCs were cancelled? Or are you simply ready for the next Final Fantasy? Subscribe, click the bell icon, and let me know in the comments below. And if you've been enjoying my content, then be sure to check out the Patreon for the Night Sky Prince, like my awesome supporter Omar Ayanami. Shout out to him and the rest of the Ultima community.